So come on, Inky. Stop complaining. Do something with your life. Uh, that's one. My apologies. Nice. Okay. It's okay. Nice. So good luck. Whoa. Holy. Merchant is at whoa. Merchant is at 222. Was that a big deal? It's a big deal because that's how much storage I have. There's about 10 minutes left. I'm gonna let it play. I feel like this is the music because I'm. Oh, I didn't die. I didn't. Okay, good. We're good. Yeah, I'm very low energy today. So I'm gonna kick it off with uh, the only way I know how. Sugar and music. Keep that active and keep the body active. Well, the problem is I don't know if you guys have batteries. I don't know if you don't. It's okay. I'm pretty sure you do. Very comfy. Okay. Good. Good. Now we're gonna do what? We're gonna do uh uh I hate everyone. Everyone 1 hour. 1 hour. Mm-mm. Okay, so let's see what kind of we can do a following in reverse. Because the video doesn't exist. 1 hour. Is this I can get 1 hour loop? Prequel. Trigger warning. Zombie fight. Got the weapon. So we're gonna go with the voice in my head. Not so good. Uh, Battery Club is actually pretty good. It's a bit too much energy for me in the morning though. We're gonna go with something. Uh, yeah. Okay. We're gonna do search filter. We're gonna do duration. 2 minutes. Okay, good. Good. There you go. Every single song is gonna be 2 minutes more. You won't have singles. Opera Monster is great. Yeah. Phone is working so well because we just restarted. And we're ready to start. After the ads. Mm. Mm. And we're ready to start. Well, we're missing one thing. Good morning and head upon the days. They just have to say it anyway. Oof. I think I got a story. Orb speed. Oh my god, orb speed is finished. There's no way. I wanna feel okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go. Okay. Popular monster. And a bit of sugar. Ah, the water on the balcony. Sorry for the weird intro, guys. So don't blink. Oh no. We wrapped it in a maze. I don't feel that I walked on it. There's a wall that I replaced. Again, myself. See, already better. Good. You're not working, huh? There you go. Perfect. Don't blink. Issue by ink. 2 minutes left of storage, but that's okay. Because we have this also. So it's 5 o'clock. It's 5:33 a.m. Gonna do our video, our morning set. I'm tired, but I'm gonna go to bed right after. I can go to bed at 8 o'clock, which is like yesterday. Love you guys. Take it easy. When I say 8, I mean 9. But again, I don't like talking about courses. Oh, I'm a liar. I'm a cheater. I'm a non-believer. Not the popular monster breakdown. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which gives me how much? How much ink? It gives me 40 gigs. Not bad. Which is gonna be enough for like 6 hours. Which some days I do that. So merchants, we just made some storage for you. 6 hours of storage. Now for the main culprit, crown. Cause I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. Popular monster breakdown, swirling into. Okay, so we got everything. Popular monster. Nice. 16 gigs down the garbage. Perfect. And what we'll do is this. Get a screenshot because you never know. Maybe the first picture they're gonna show is porn. You never know. Don't blink as you blink. Welcome to another commentary show. Doing also having a wonderful day on this glorious freaking 29th October, July 2026. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna be watching the sunrise. Now there's no sunrise because it's way too dark. You're gonna be changing. So looking at the change of light, which means that there's more sunrise or sunlight behind it. That's pretty much it. Happy birthday, Carly. Tomorrow, but I'm celebrating it today. I love you. Relentlessly rage rates me, disintegrates me, annihilates me, cause I'm about to break down. Okay, so we're good. So re-blink, don't blink is your blink. You guys are doing well. Sort of a part 2 of this morning, which was last night. So good. I was supposed to eat the Mr. Puff today. I'm still gonna eat the chicken. But yeah, last night was just so tiring. And again, you could see that the 3 hours video of yapping. It's the morning you got, guys. Would have tired me out. It's not that. It's not that. The what tired me was, yesterday I had a class and I was supposed to stay up. I wasn't supposed to stay up. I was supposed to go to bed and wake up earlier. But I got into the subject and I couldn't stop. And then I had two monster, and by the time that I look at the time, it was like 2 a.m. So I'm like, are you gonna be sleeping for 5 hours because you need to go? Or are you gonna try to soldier on and then go to bed? But whenever you do a change of shift, for example, if your shift is in the morning or your shift is at night, whenever you do a change of shift, this is gonna be very tiring. It's gonna be very in your face. Not because your body is not able to adapt itself, but it's because your body is able to adapt itself. So a lot of people, what they like to do, which is the normal way, which is the perfect way, is they're gonna shift their schedule by a couple hours. So for example, I'm working morning shift and I need to work evening shift. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to soldier on for an hour and a half, 2 hours every single day, and then after like a week, I'll be at 10 hours later. So instead of waking up at 7 in the morning, I'll wake up at like 1 o'clock at night, in the afternoon, right? Which is perfect for evening shift. Evening shift is about 3 to 11. Graveyard shift is 11 to 7, and 7 to 3 is the normal shift. We're gonna go with Shockwave. I wanted something a bit more positive, a bit more loud. Popular Monster is amazing, but I've been listening to a lot of music lately, and because I have been listening to music a lot lately, in my head it's repetitive. Not because it's not good music, because I did like a 2 day straight of just my fave. So they're coming back and coming back and coming back, and the algorithm's like, dude, you really like those songs, so I'm gonna play them again. I do like those songs, but not every single day, right? So yesterday, my body was like, dude, you're supposed to sleep at 2 o'clock. But again, and this is kind of insane because I tried so hard to work to do during the day. I can't, right? Always think about you, always. Life that can grow with you. But as time change, when our life change. So now you're worried about copyright. There's no music. The volume is mute, and unless the picture or the thumbnail is trademark, no way, Jose. By the way, shout out to Rose. I've been watching a lot of TFU, which is the next Ultimate Fighter. A lot of people named Jose, so shout out. Which was very close to salute. Yeah, I'm in a good mood though. I'm in a good mood. So I've been trying to be during the day. It's just hard, and it has this effect on me, which is not normal. I think if you were to analyze it, I think it's the hustle and bustle of the day. You lose the habits, you lose the habits. Everything is slower at night, which is nicer. And then the first time that I really tried at night for in a while was 2 days ago. And 2 days ago, which is not 2 days ago, it was yesterday, but it was the night of Monday, and this morning we're Wednesday, right? So 2 days ago. The first time that I tried to stay up at night, it was so therapeutic. It was so healing. It was so nice. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna try. So this is crazy because right now, yes, we're tired. Yes, last night was shitty. Last night was shitty in a way of very low energy, very low motivation. But I was able to upload and I was able to get retro and everything to play, right? What we did last night is we tried a lot of game with everything. Game that I uploaded or downloaded. So this is gonna be fun because we tried some games, we deleted some games. I'm gonna do a video about that this morning. This morning I have three videos. I have today, which is the intro coming back on yesterday. I have movie reviews, which is a movie and a game movie. It's gonna be interesting. And we have three, which is people. I like to do like this. West Side, West Montreal West. Myself, not West Side from America. You see, a couple of minutes after, and look how different it is. Nice. This is a life, bro. This is the freaking life, right? Love this. Love this. And just a side note, one of the realization is, um, again Monday, I did a video which was 18 minutes long because it was too hot outside. I look at the video and you can see my face. I look sick. I don't look. I don't never look good, but I look sick, and I'm like, what the heck is going on, dude? What's up with you? Like you're physically looking sick, bro. My answer: KFC, and now I'm feeling better. This is sodium. That is a sodium. Yeah. Did you guys know back in the days? I wasn't born yet. I'm not that old. Um, make it seem like I'm so much older. I tend to do that. Well, the blue pills don't help. And if you know the blue pills, you know. But if you don't know, the blue chew, which is training nutrients. You keep your Viagra, your Cialis, in your own personal life, okay? Because announcing this at what 5:43 a.m. is a bit tasteless. Oh yeah, but ink. No, 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 no buts. No butts. Only butt. One butt should be enough. Funniest thing is when you argue and people tell you, how many butts is too many butts? I'm like, bro, depend on the size. Yeah. I usually get a couple of reaction from that, mostly sigh, mostly confusion. You know, the less fortunate of the people. You know, uh, the slower people. You know, it's okay. I'm too fast. I talk too fast. I think too fast. No filter. Yeah. What are they talking about? I don't even know. Oh yeah, did you guys know back in the days we used to use sodium as a way of keeping food? So when you have smoked fish, when you have like dried up like sardines and shit like that, it's very salty because that's a way to keep fish uh, in the boat. Because think about having think about pimpo pus and pimpo. Think about keeping a refrigerator unit G unit. One of the 90s. Bro, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I find myself to be so funny. You know? Yeah. Um, refrigerator unit in a boat. Snoop Dogg. Was he part of G unit? Probably not. Probably not. Like, nah, I got my own crew, gang. Like, okay, gang. Okay, gang. Shout out to Snoop, by the way. Shout out to Snoop. Who's my favorite rapper from that era? I gotta go with Eminem because I was in the 90s. I did really like 50 Cent, but I gotta go nowadays. I gotta go with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne just did things differently. Lil Wayne was super smart, super clever with lyrics, but also musically very gifted, very talented. I gotta give a shout out to T Pain because I like the fact that T Pain used to use autotune, and everybody's like, "Yo, you use autotune because your voice is shit." And that guy one day said, "Fuck autotune," decided to do a cappella, and the guy's a freaking angel. The way he sings, wow. It's like, huh? Was that haters for 20 years ago? Huh? G Unit? Yeah? Yeah, something like that. And also, I'm going to give it to Opson. Opson is a man. He'll said of mine was crazy. But my favorite song from him is what? I remember the video, but I don't remember the lyrics. The name of the song. We're talking about Exantation, we're talking about Juice World. My goat, Mac Miller. My goat, rest in peace, Malcolm. Look at how beautiful this is. Fight for sore eyes. Doesn't look like much, but how much you need to be happy, you know? I need to play the tower a little bit, if you don't mind. Oh, you do mind? Okay, well, it's already finished. Okay, so we're gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna go to Opsin. And some Soldier Boy. Let's not diss the guy too much. Side My Pets is one of my favorite songs. I even slap O's, yeah. You always think that my mother loved me, so I said fuck you. I don't remember much of it. It's been too long. I guess it was good. It's not that what I'm looking for. I'm looking for um I'm looking for a song where he's mowing lawn. Yeah. Are you absent? I don't remember the song though. Well, the important part is you do, and you know what I'm talking about. So, G Unit Gang Gang. Um, la 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 la. Is it Elf Carol? Could be. Okay. Uh huh. Often video clip. No, that's not it. Was it Ilfin of? Oh my god. There's no way. No, that's not it. Got neighbors, bro. Awesome, got neighbors, bro. I'm not gonna find it. I'm gonna find it tomorrow or 3 days. Oh, hey guys, remember 3 days ago? Video number 47? Yeah? You remember that? Well, this is what I talk about. And now I can find it. Always think about you, always. Someone says. I remember him wearing like golf clothes. It's in the city, so it should be too hard to find. Shame, 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 Inky. Is it Els Carol? No. Rebirth? No. The Pound? No. Happy Ending? No. No. I don't remember people. I sadly don't remember me. Shame, dude. Shame. Shame. I'm pretty sure it's one of the ills that I mind. Imagine if it's Sang My Pants. That would be crazy, dude. I know it was like 12 years ago. I know it was like a long time ago because I know I remember at my mom's house, which was 15 years ago. Do 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 do. Shockwave. Okay, I'm gonna find it. Sorry, guys. Sorry for wasting your time. Sorry for wasting my time. Yeah, after was great. After was great. Did like Jelly Roll. Did like Yellow Wolf. But the reality is, like, I was good with Mac. Mac was the shit, and people kept telling me like, "Oh, you have to listen to this." And I'm like, Mac had like 100 songs because Mac was making beats a lot. And sure, he got his breakthrough with kids, kicking incredible dope shit. And yeah, after that, but he did a song before that. When you listen to it, they were really good. Some of the underrated one are Party on the Fifth to have Cooler Than Frozen Pizza, Senior Skip Day, Knock Knock Knock, Your Traffic Great, 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, Smiles. Smile back. Yeah, smile back. I'm gonna be like, fuck you. What you mean? You can get nothing from me. I was talking shit. Now I'm somebody you would love to be. I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah, that was a great song. What else? Of the Soul. Of the Soul was just great. Of the Soul was just great. Different from him. And then you realize that Of the Soul was something he came back to. When you realize that when you listen to Macadelic and shit like that, it is very similar to Of the Soul. Yes, the music change and the general idea or concept behind it does change, but the theme is the same. I'm gonna go with Falling in Reverse. I'm gonna go with Bring Me the Horizon. No, 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 no. Sorry, Bring Me the Horizon. I'm gonna go with The Horizon Sleepwalking. I'm gonna do it to 1 hour. It's gonna be either I 1 hour or the opera because that was really good. And yeah, Sleepwalking is just fantastic. And I like that. Okay, so this is a crime. This is a crime, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm doing side tangent, but it's a crime. You got Kingdom Hearts 2 with the song Sleepwalking. When you literally have a game called Bird by Sleep. What are you doing, dude? Bird by Sleep, Sleepwalking, it right itself. Are you trying to be edgy? A edge lord? Well, they ain't no coming. Back to your videos. Yeah. Usually listening to rap. Gang gang, G-Unit. My secrets burning yellow on the floor. No time to see the salt. I don't know why, but hey. Precious salt. You find your way to break your eyes are swallowing me. Mary started to whisper, Mary started to say, my slim slaughtering me. And find a way to break. Time stood still the way it did before. It's like I'm sleepwalking. I was listening to this going to work. I was going to work at the AMW. That was like 12 years ago. That was amazing. Amazing, dude. And I remember this. And I remember this. It was a long time ago that I remember. It was fantastic. Just in shadow modes. I was playing, oh my god, I was playing Castlevania on GBA. I don't remember if it was Aria Sorrow or, I don't remember what it was. It was Castlevania. It was great. It was really good. This I'm gonna find because I'm still mad that I didn't find an option. So I have to find. I have to find that I got some ball knowledge. Find a way to break. I love that she opened the window. Am I a good singer? Me, me. It's gonna be what? Castlevania, and it's gonna be GBA. Oh my god! It was what? Okay, hi, there you go. Let's go. Do that. Release it to start again. Am I gonna find it? There you go. Circle the moon. 100%. But if you ask me, this was a better one. If you ask me, why? It was more RPG than the other ones. It was RPG collecting. So you'd kill enemy, you'd get a soul. Soul would have different use, which basically meant that you had like 150 plus skills, or passive skills, or item, which was fantastic. When you think about it, it's fantastic. And then the great thing about the game is you had the most expensive weapon, which was an handgun that did shitty damage. That was the only ranged weapon. So you could basically run away from enemies and just shoot them. And there was possibly a way to get it to be stronger, but I didn't know what it was. Okay, coming back to yes, last night. Coming back to last night. So yes, so last night my body was getting used to the night. Should be okay by tomorrow. I watched two movies. I watched Big Stan and I watched Asuma's Rat, which is gonna be the gaming movie. We'll be verifying tonight. Or can't talk. Verifying. It's gonna be the movie I'll be reviewing or recapping today, which is tonight because I'm going to sleep after, right? Right. Then we saw Big Stan, and I want to defend Big Stan because I'm not a big fan of Rob Schneider, but this dude has made some duty movie. This dude has made some duty movie over the years, and this one isn't do delicious like the others. So let's embrace the non-duality of this movie. Right? Cool. I also tried a couple games, which I'm repeating myself, but it's just establishing the intro. That is pretty much it. See, this is amazing because that's what I talked about yesterday. This is I was talking about um, um, getting back into the good habits, and I feel like that going back and staying awake during the night isn't isn't healthy. My body's been a habit, and you're not supposed to stay awake during the nights. Like a lot of people, like the way it works, the way you have to understand is jobs will give you more money when a job is more dangerous. For example, I was working at a place which we were dipping metals in acid, which is galvanization, and there was people that were in charge of that, making sure that the piece was well submerged, making sure that the hooks were rightfully put, making sure the temperature of the acid was correct. And yes, they had masks and they had suits, but one guy, true story, he had a problem with his mask. It was a crack in the tube, and he didn't notice it, and he started bringing it in. Then he had to run away, and he puked, and he was puking. It wasn't pretty. And then they check his mask. And the worst thing is, when the guy started puking, right away they check the mask. Didn't ask him, "Are you okay? Were you sick? Did you eat something?" They checked the mask, which meant that they knew. I'm talking about this story because they were making more. When you work at the evening shift, you get a bonus for evening. When you work at graveyard shift, you get way more. It's not healthy. It's not healthy to be awake long term. Let's Google it, not ChatGPT, because it's no bueno. Time stood still the way it did before. It's like I'm sleepwalking. Do, 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 do. Why didn't I say hi? Because I think they're really nice, but I don't want it to be like every single day thing. I want it to be like, hey, it's been a while. How are you? You know, not like just hey, wow, let's be neighborly. No, I want it to be like I actually want to talk to you. You actually want to talk to me. Not that's a neighborly thing to do because this is disingenuous. It's like being in an elevator and you're talking to the person, but you don't really care about them. You're just in an elevator together, right? Right, right. Um, um, uh, consequences. Apologies of staying up at night. Hypochondriac much. Staying up late at night cause immediate brain fatigue, poor mood change, and weak health over time. It hurts your focus, change your natural body clock, raise your chance of getting sick. Brain power drop, hard to remember things, think clearly or pay attention. Ah, uh, bad mood, quick to anger, feel stressed or feel sad. Slow reaction, hard to move faster, make safe choices. Not just feeling pain and getting sick with the cold. Heart trouble, higher risk of blood pressure and heart disease, weight gain, change hunger hormones, you eat more and gain weight, blood sugar issues, high risk for type 2 diabetes, mental health, ongoing sadness and constant worry. Um, no. Consequence of. Ah. It's worded differently. Maybe it's the wording that's not good. Because maybe they think that I'm trying to say, like, what if I'm supposed to go to bed at like 10, but I go to bed at 1? That's what I'm trying to say. Which I'm not trying to say that. Sleeping during the day and awake at nights. And awake at nights. Yes, chronically sleeping during the day and being awake at night is largely unhealthy. As have directly clashed with your circadian rhythm, the natural clock, which is naturally synchronized to the sun. Working against this rhythm disrupts critical body link function, risk of serious health issue. The metabolic weight issue, the same thing. Yeah, holy shit, dude. And we look at how to reset. General, gradual adjustments. Move your bedtime and wake up time earlier by 15 to 30 minutes every day, couple of days. Establish your normal nighttime schedule. Light exposure. As soon as you wake up in the morning, expose yourself to bright natural light to signal to your brain. Right. Consistency. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I might have to change that. Like, I do think that it's better at night, but if it's I'm not gonna this is worrying. I'm not gonna sacrifice health or the poor health that I have, mental health, which is, imagine if everything was a constant reminder that I'm going awake at night. Then it would be a social study about being up at night. Oh, can't wait to get my chair. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Um, yeah, so we have to change that. How? Fuck what they're saying. I'm gonna go to my father's house. Go to my mom's house. I'll do it 2 days in a row. I'll be good. My father's house. I'll stay up. Yeah, that's bad, bro. I don't know that about that. I don't know about that. Uh, that's bad. But yeah, so like I was saying with work, they're paying you not because of your nice eyes. They're paying you because there's health risk. So it's safe to assume that the riskier the job, the more the pay. And it's safe to assume that if they pay you more to work during a certain time of the day, it might not be healthy to be up at those time of the day. I'm trying to say. Stood still the way they did before. It's like I'm sleepwalking. Then talking about sleepwalking is helping me. Wait, I'm gonna go to bed at like 9. I'll be up at like 5. Yeah, I have to do this. I have to do this. And in the summer, it's nicer because it's very warm during the day, and at night it's so nice. But if I have to stay up during the day, I'll try to do it during the fall, winter, and spring. Which is fall is like 21 days. Yeah, summer start with school ending is. I my father told me that, and I was like, "You're full of shit, dude. In no way." And it's like, yeah, no, that's why school closed on that day because summer starts. I'm like, oh wow. And then you got 2 months of vacation, and then you tell me that you have fall. I'm gonna doubt it. I'm gonna doubt it. 'Cause I think fall is what? I think fall is November, December. No, winter. I don't know. I don't know. Get my chicken. I don't have that many videos to do. I have 2 hours left. Let's go. Oh my yeah, man. I have people that don't want to get popped. It's full of pus, but won't pop. Okay, so let's go. I still gotta talk about the I still gotta talk about come back on what I was talking about yesterday. But ultimately speaking, it's nice. You know, you can say, yeah, ain't go to sleep. It won't do a difference. Because if I sleep during the day, now that I know that I'm gonna try to stay up, or I'm gonna say I try to stay up during the day and sleep during the night. It just I thought it was all bullshit. But what would be the point to bullshit? Do I think that people are full of shit sometimes? Do I think that they have a reason to be full of shit? Sometimes. Do I think in this peculiar occasion there's a reason to be full of shit? No, no. And ultimately speaking, it's also the fact that everybody is up during the day. Yeah, so it's tough, but I also bustles a lot. Just get the chicken and start the subject, that way I can finish, and then I do the other videos. Here I go again, started on the first place and I eastbound. And if I couldn't tell a lie, I promise not to tell my dad I'm miserable. But thanks for all the sacrifice. Even the things that I did, said whatever it took just to get her in bed. And And it's sad when you're only a kid to grow up to learn that his cars are kind of permanent. And I haven't had one drink in 3 whole years. Late for drinking when you're not here. Is it funny and amusing? I'm seeing clear in this hateful atmosphere. So come on, not fooling anybody tonight. The gracious queen of social suicide. You better know that I'll never fail anyone else to take me out. 'Cause I'm a mess when I'm alone. And if anyone can help, I think I'm losing it. To tell the time that what is hard to say. I got a problem with my self control. Hold on. Honest. This side is fine. I thought I said that sex tonight. I feel part in 5, 4, 3, or 2, and I doesn't count 3, 2, 1. Something like right now. Get the dress on, the note, the one that shows all the things that you can do to me. And I'm taking lesson on not to beg for sex. It's just a side effect of feeling from the ecstasy. So come on, feel nutty young and night. Yeah, it's not playing right now. What's not playing? To the plastic glowing out and chemicals. The end result blow down. 'Cause I can tell when you're aroused like now. Take me out. When you mess with I'm alone. And if anyone can help, I think I'm losing it. So to hold on tight, we gotta be hard to say. I try to sort of with my self control. Hold on. Get the food because I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. Tonight. I'm trying to brush this broken future. Better all the time. Is that a plan that I'll be fine? It's time to take me out. That's when I'm wrong. And if anyone can know, I'm losing it. So this one goes out. Oh, you heart was full. I got news for you. I feel a tingle to giving up. You all you heartless soul. I think it's best you know. If most of my problems are a direct reaction of being awake at night, because yes, I got a lot of the symptoms. I just don't want it to be the answer. You see, I want to check something out because this is really nice. Is it a big difference? Is it worth it? I don't know. Because the goal, I'm gonna be honest, we had the next couple of days that was gonna be rain. The goal was to have as little as possible videos. That way I could empty the phone. If I can do that, it's gonna be amazing. You understand something like this winter? We're gonna spend the majority of the time inside, which means I'm not gonna have that major nature porn, which is a 12, 13 gig per day. It's not a lot, but if you do 13 times 7, it's 91. If you do 91 times 4, then it's 364. And if you do 364 times 12, that's a shit ton. It is how much it is. Fuck. 361 times 12? Um, 3,600, 3,600, 3,304. Wait. So how much is it? It's 300 and... Okay, so what was this? The calculation. 13 times 5 times 7, which is 92. No, 91. 91 times 12. No, 91 times 4, which is 30. 91 times 4, I can't do math, which is 40. 40 times 12 is 4,800. This is one of my favorite songs. This guy is dead, by the way. I said peace, dude. Whoa, whoa. It's what I wish I could forget. Part of the song says, I don't remember. And know I need to move on, but it's something I'm ready to do. Please, get I try to myself that this all will pass. Good song. Um, imagine this would be cool because imagine if this would last. Take every memory ingrained in me, erase it from my thought so I can sleep. Give everything to pay on no pain. Take the price of the breath away. Take every memory ingrained in me. In me. And this is the one he says, what were you when I needed you? You said if we dares to be true and true. Is it ready? It is. This doesn't work. This works. Myself that it all will pass. Yeah, but it would be cool because this is a social study on being up at night. Take every memory ingrained in me. Erase it from my thoughts so I can sleep. It could be the first one, and nobody will do it because then you would have to do it for years. You have to do it for months. I don't know. Well, you have to Google how much time it takes before it affects somebody, but then everybody is different. So everybody has this resistance or non-resistance. So although the symptoms are ultimately the same, fatality the same, to a long-term exposure, the long-term exposure on different on different person. I shouldn't Google it because I feel crazy right now. And forget. Whoa, I was in love with that band. They did one song, one album that was good. Yeah. Every memories. That was not it. I thought you were the one, but you're not. I thought you were the Until I Collapsed. This is the one though. It's a great song too. And the worst thing is, it was sort of this band in particular, Too Close to Touch, was sort of weird for me because oh years. How can you have 698,000 likes and 19 comments? How much closer than you take? No, I can wait forever. Yeah, so the long exposure might be different from person to person, but if the long term exposure does give symptom and everybody has the same symptom, right? So you can actually talk about almost an immunity, right? To it. So you do it by microdosing sleepless nights. Pretty cool. The when you think about the human body, but what you're able to do it content creation wise, the possibilities are endless. But the possibilities are endless. Like walking in a house a whole month with a freaking well, my apologies, freaking bandana, wearing a blindfold for a whole week, wearing a soundproof helmet for a week. The weekending. Before you tell me I copied somebody, what did I pass away? There is the 1st July, no, the 29th July, 2026. And it's crazy to think that 3 weeks ago we had the 1st of July. 3 weeks ago I was playing Trailer Park Boys, listening to Trailer Park Boys. Insane. 3 weeks ago. Insane. It's enough. Got it all alone. Here without a home. And crazy to think that 4 days after that I was starting this. And even crazy to think that 2 weeks after that I was starting this anymore. The time is fucked up. Time Than the both of us. You're the only one I trust anymore. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. This song is basically him putting all his backends in this one person, and he cared about this person, and he would have died for this person, and they had each other's back, right? And then, and then shit happens. Shit hits the fan, and she wasn't there. This question, until I collapsed, is you were there until I collapsed. You were all I cared about until I collapsed. When I collapsed, you weren't there. And then this whole question is himself asking, this whole song is questioning, why weren't you there? Why was I too much? It's, am I guilty for you not being there? You're just a piece of shit. Which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. Listen to this. Listen to this. And three, two, one. And it kills me is how could you forget me? You said you did, you left me. The song. I was listening to this. I was listening to this. I was crying in the bus. Not even joking. City bus, of course. What am I? Privileged? Uh, uh, and a lot of the songs of this album are about that. And when he was asked why was it, he had a girlfriend back in his hometown, and he left on tour, thinking that he has his life home, to come back home and not find anything, stuff. That's not the song. That's not what I. That is not the song, dude. That's not what I was looking for. Two songs and not that moment, that specific moment, that 20 seconds that bring bliss, that 20 seconds that brings orgasm. Not because it is, not because it is something that matters, but because, is it this one? No, it just isn't this one. Not because of anything else than just the implication. Oh my lord. I find a song. You're asking me like, oh, dude, what are you doing? You're wasting my time and you're wasting your time. Dude, just let me fucking sleep, bro. Um, what is it? It's not Pretty Little Thing. Until I collapse. Is this you? No. It's not Pretty Little Thing. It's not Poison. Is that you? It's not Perfect World. No. You're coming back to me. I don't know what it was. Holy shit. Um. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. The Google. Go to search. You said you'd be there. Braid. Little and me. Is that it? What is that? What did you say? That's not it. How is that not? Is that possible? No, I did not invent those lyrics. It's out to pay. This song, dude. Music makes you feel so much, and I have gave up on music. I don't know why. It was just too busy. Yesterday I was talking about my whole history as a content creator, right? How I wasn't even listening to other people content because my content was more important. I didn't give a fuck what other people were doing. All that mattered was what I was doing. People were inviting me like, hey, this is important to me. I'm sorry, I'm streaming. Give up on your stream, dude. Be there for people that matter. You know? I couldn't know. Oh, brother, did you go? Whoa. And yeah, look at this. Beautiful. You give up content. You give up on music. Why? Because it's copyrighted. If it wasn't copyrighted, I would be listening to music 24/7, 28/7, to be honest. As I sleep, motherfucker. No, it's already included 24/7. Yeah, that's life. It's the beauty of life. It's everything that matters without matter. It's everything that ever made any sense to you. When you see a baby and you put music, they start to dance. It's addictive, right? It is the way to taste, understand. And it's a beautiful thing because came to get for the first time at 6 years old. Cold. See, what's insane is when you're a kid and you hear music, you're stimulated to dance because you start doing things attentive. And then, as this develops, what is the thing that you do? No paranoid for a moment. What is the first thing you do? Understand. What's the first thing you do? You start singing because it's motivating you physically and mentally. Then actually see what's more important. You prefer being stimulated physically or mentally? And I'm actually going with the blue pills. That was funny 30 minutes ago. I've been here for an hour. I can't believe it. Just nonsense. It enough. It's for both of us. Just I think I felt like that this guy died. And I listened to one album which was great. Second album wasn't my type of music. It was like, and then this guy is dead. I don't know why he died. Should I Google it? No. Let the deaf rest in peace. Let them enjoy that moment of slumber before the decay come. The song. First off, the both of us. Where were you when I needed you? You said you'd be there for me, true and true. First off, it's the both of us. Until the only undergrad, where were you when I needed you? You said you'd be there for me, true and true. Wow, that's insane. What do you have? 11 play to the tower, guys? What is the difference between those two? The difference. Okay. Uh-huh. What's the difference between those two? Except the background. What difference? Some people know what's up. Yeah. Very pleasing to the eye. What's the difference here? What is the difference? And if you said this light here, you're right. A bit bigger. Does it make a world difference now? Do I crave those extra pixel? Yes. Okay, let's eat. I'm hungry. Ooh. We brought napkins? Yes, queen. Ooh, you brought a napkin, dude? Yes, queen. I picked 3 pieces. Thinking I could eat 9 pieces was crazy, but I used to be able to do it. Yes, I'm becoming saner and saner. Bon appetit. Honestly, just like leaving the garage. What about your house? There's so much value. I was a kid, this part? I didn't like it. My mom liked it. Like, I want it. Screw you, mom. And I started liking it. Nowadays, don't worry, I give this piece to the mom. I put a nice zip look. I put a nice zip plug for her. This is good. So yeah, so coming back on what I said yesterday. Holy crap, is it hot? I'm picking another piece. So yeah, so what I said about it yesterday. Of course, moments of realization in there, right? Moments of realization in there, but it's of course very nice, right? Of course, very nice. There tends to be something more. And it's not because, after that, I had a video that was showing. Should I show you? The video was amazing. I'm gonna show you. That's so good. The video is amazing. I'm gonna show you. Fuck it. With my heart, with the sounds. Ever change. Ready? This is one of the ages. My 20s. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with likes. Porn star, porn star, porn star. Porn star, porn star. Randio. Did you remember them days where we promises we would never be like them? Your favorite dates? I think I favorite. I don't think I liked it. There was a way more than life than this. I didn't. Oh, the person took it out. If I didn't falling apart. Try to get this far, only to stay. Yeah. So here I am, my heart's in mine, searching for there sense to be something more. Want to read it for you? I want the mental health month to tell you your fucking units. G units, which is why I talked about G unit this morning. Yeah. Funny, maybe original, sadly. As you keep going, bro, send this to a homie you're proud of. We're gonna do Andrew. Where's my freaking boy, dude? Where's my freaking boy? You won't allow me. You won't allow me. Shit. I was gonna send it to two people only. And those two people are all I care about. Well, not all I care about, but they're all that I care about. Sending a video to. The only person that I feel I care enough to send a nice video like that, which is kind of crazy. And it might be 7 o'clock, but we do have some drama going on. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna close this music. And I know you guys are celebrating. Finally, it's gonna make sense. Finally, it's gonna be focused. You think I needed music not to be focused, dude? Trust me. You ain't seen shit. Now we're gonna do is we're gonna be listening to a TikTok drama. What is more important? None. The importance is enjoying the content you enjoy, regardless of what it is, regardless of where it is, regardless from who it is. If you enjoy Macarena, you watch Macarena. You watch Macarena until your heart stops. Right? Now, if you're a big fan of decapitation on Twitter, might judge you a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot. I mean a lot, but hey, who am I to judge? I think we're all guilty of. I think we're all guilty of that. Liking some weird shit. What is the weirdest shit that I like on watching? That's actually a really good question. What is the weird shit that I loved watching? Um, um, weirdest shit. Oh, I cannot say it. Oh, I cannot say it. I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail. There's two things that I like to watch that are very weird. I like uh I like watching people make homemade wine, but I really enjoy when it's not well made. You can tell. Like, there's this guy who does it, and it's Maomi in Cobra GFS who made some homemade mead, and I'm seeing everybody else make some mead, and the mead has a peculiar color, but my boy does the same thing. When you ask him what's inside of it, King Cobra, he tells you like, "Oh, Sour Patch Kid." Okay, bon matin. Matin, it's freaking 7 o'clock and you're doing live. I need to hustle up, dude. It's 6:30 a.m. I need to hustle up. I need to hustle up, dude. You think you're the shit, but you're not even a fart. You're not even diarrhea. I told you I was two. I want to do three. Okay. Um, I like. Oh, don't say it, Ink. Don't say it. You're eating, dude. Don't say it. I like pimple popping videos. Like a lot. Like a lot. A lot. So much I thought I was making. Don't say it, Ink. Please don't say it. Please, dude. Too much information. So much that I did some shorts about me popping my pimple. I wanted to do a compilation. I wanted to do a compilation. Yes. Like a 1 hour of my own pimple popping. Yeah. Yeah. And I had an intro. Hey, don't blink, it's your blank. They were popping Simon. Simon has been there for 12 whole days. And then what happened was my father, I told him to film a video because I was testing. He made some, dude, my father, swear to God, he made some homemade dill pickle. It wasn't the greatest, but it was actually pretty good. It wasn't the greatest because it was more cucumber than marinated. You know what I mean? But he tried it, and I was like, okay, let's try it. And then I saw this video, and it's like, okay, well, oh, you have some unreleased stuff. Let me check it out. He saw a video of me popping my pimple. Yeah. Relationship hasn't been the same yet. Yeah. What is the other weirdest shit that I like to watch? I thought that was bad. I like to watch like wait. I like to watch. I like. I like to watch reality TV. I know what's going on. For example, Operation Repo. I watched that show like 10 times. I know exactly what's gonna happen. I grew up on watching like Maury Povich and shit like that, and I pretend like I'm a member of the audience. And I say, and I scream at the TV. And I scream at the TV. You said what? Yes, again. So I'm watching this show called Operation Repo, and there's a meme where this guy every episode is called the cops for no reason because he feels threatened. There's no threat because they're actor, right? So I watched this show. It's so sad. I watched the show alone, scream at the TV, and scream, wait. screaming on the TV. He's got a gun. And then it's not the worst. The next week, I was gonna watch the same shit. And I swear to God, I must say the same thing. And I find myself so funny. One of my favorite things is one of my favorite joke. That's bad, dude. We used to watch a guy. I don't remember his name. That was in the beginning of YouTube. I think he was an asshole. What he would do, what he would do, he would take like a bag of chip and he would open it. He would take like a bag. He would take a bag of chip. He will open it, and then he would put the elastic over it. He didn't even eat it. That way. That way, the employee thought somebody ate it and kept it for later. What? It's so funny. One time, what he did, he took like a Kool-Aid and he put the straw in, and then he made a video. And he said, I apologize for playing with the food, but just thinking about the employee. Just thinking about the employee. Amazing. One thing I really enjoy watching. mm, mm, mm. What I really enjoy watching Alfredo done pasta. That's good. I think I had a bad piece of chicken. So yeah, it was amazing. So, so the thing I was saying before I interrupt myself. Yesterday video, you know, I was of course hoping that after 300 days, I would be doing better. Oh no. Oh no, shit. Ink. Did you fuck it up? Did you fuck it up? Ah. Pizzets. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, it's not bad, but it's not good. Because I was recording the TikTok. And that piece of chicken wasn't great. Now I'm wondering if the chicken is good. Of course, after 300 days, I would like to be doing better, you know? Mm, mm, you know? So yeah. So it was a little bit. It was a little bit sad. There was a little bit like demotivating, right? Because you have problem before, like you have problem before the the project vendetta, and you don't think about how much time it's gonna think about what like a year will solve these five problems, but it's possible that after a year it's not fixed. And what do you do after that? My apologies. What do you do after that? You know, you don't have eternal time. However, it's not gonna solve itself. You have to work on it, right? That was a bit tough, right? Mm. But at the same time, I was able to have a lot of positive. I want to do a lot of positive. I want to work on a lot of things. And at the end, I think the overall experience is positive. Like, I'm gonna repeat myself, but sometimes I wonder, like, fuck. Like, mm, 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 mm. It's and stuff because just right now, I thought about how I couldn't believe that Canada Day was 3 days ago. You know, and you realize, like, oh my god, what did I do for the last 3 weeks? Nothing, 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 nothing. But at the same time, it's how can I put this? The simple fact that, okay, this is how I put it. My issue is I'm happy. I was doing better at 300 days than at 200 day. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. But at the same time, I'm in a position where am I satisfied with that? Is that enough? Because it's not 300 days of work on myself. I'm not sure. But at the same time, I don't have a clear idea on what my goal is. Because I don't have a clear idea on what my goal is, it's hard for me to say, well, we're on our way, we're still far, or we're still good. You know? Mm. Mm. It sucks, bro. Mm. 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 See? It must be a shame because we ate. I have no clue of what I want. I think the whole reason we created Project Vendetta wasn't so much about changing, but more escaping. And I think that's why I was not satisfied. I'm being genuine. But if the whole product is not genuine, then no matter we're good, we achieve. I'm watching TikTok right now. Mm, mm, mm. I'm sorry, guys. Mm, 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 mm. I have to go in because the battery's low. Mm, yep. Mm. So I'm saying, all of this to say, I don't have a clear goal, so it's hard to go to know what I'm going for. I'm watching TikTok right now, and the problem with TikTok is I've been watching it for a long time, so I saw some really bad shit. And there was this guy who was an asshole. He was an asshole, and I watched him for a couple of years. I mentioned the person in the video before, right? And the guy from yesterday. And this guy, when he was in a big trouble, or people hate him, when he became public enemy number one, he started wanting to give out money to the homeless people. And then he did it once. right? It was a very small amount. So then people complain, and the guy was smart. The guy was smart in the wrong way. The guy complained. He said, "Well, I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to give a lot, but the reality is I don't have that much money. So if you want me to give more money, please help me make money." So people are gifting, and then other content creators are like, "No, don't give to him, dude. Make sure that if you want to give to a charity, right? Which is true. I'll have to charge it. I'll be right back. Mm, that was delicious, very delicious. So then what happened was he made a lot of cash, and then um, instead of going to give it to the homeless people, people in situation of homelessness, what he did was with a dentist. And I had a cavity, right? Once again, no proof of the dentist, no proof of anything, right? And to me, it's insane. To me, it's insane. Like to a degree where it's not even making any sense. Like people kept getting fucked over by this guy, and he used homeless people. He used homeless people to make money. Now, the specific situation was a big life lesson for me because, again, when you only like consume like content and you don't make content and you don't have friends and you don't go out and you don't talk to people, then this little thing becomes your universe. We're charging. We're charging right away. I'm not sure. No, we're not. Would have been amazing, but no. My 5%. Okay. Yesterday, how did I put you? I put you like this, and I did like this. So then, there was some leaks, which talked about how it was all planned. It was all planned. He was planning to go to the dentist, get a teeth fix, and he needed money to kind of use homeless people. And when you see that stuff, like, oh, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. But then you get jaded. And then you see something like, and again, I'm not pointing anybody in particular, but you're seeing Streamer University. And you're like, okay, nice, 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 nice. So you see that, for example, Streamer University, right? And you're like, okay, well, that's kind of fucked up. Because there's constant drama, but then you realize that most of the drama is fabricated. It's not real. It's not real. So like, okay, well, why are you doing that? Well, you're clip farming for making money. So you realize that maybe social media itself is becoming less and less genuine. So then you have this capacity to embrace it and be like, well, you know what? I'm as a person won't be able to change that. I as a person, I'm not gonna be able to, you know, you know. But you have a choice of not being part of the movement, not being part of this whole shit. And that's my biggest fear. When I made Project Vendetta, and this is why yesterday I was kind of positive, and I was trying to be positive, but I was also very lucid. If the Project Vendetta was a project that was genuine, then amazing. And even if it has good results, and even at the end of the project, I have a girlfriend, I have a good job, I lost the weight, I have a career, my relationship with my family is better, I have new friends from work or whatever. Because I need friends on in real life also. Even at the end, even if I achieve all of that, all the 5 simple goals, which is all of them gonna make my life better. If it wasn't genuine to start with, that's not the point. Now there's a difference. I don't ask for cash. I don't ask for likes. I don't like for subscription. I don't like ask for anything. I'm gonna make a video today for freaking project.vendetta.gaming. I'm gonna make the video this morning. Why? Because we are getting We're getting decent views. Look at this. These are more views on this channel that get on the main channel. Believe me. It's insane. It's insane. And to me, it's next to not making any sense. But if it is the case, it is the case. But yeah, all in all, I realized how much good I can do with the product. But if it wasn't genuine, then what wasn't it genuine? The project was a refusal to stop making content when I didn't want to make content. I couldn't deal with people, so I said, you know what? I'm not going to deal with people. And then I was like, it was supposed to last for a little bit, and I was like, okay, well, it's been 2 months right now. It's been 3 months, and I'm not feeling any better. What should I do? I made this project Vendetta. I'm going to be a whole year, and we're not going to be posting videos. As the first what I did is I told you guys I wanted to post I wanted to wait 2 months and post videos, but I felt bad about the fact that it wasn't genuine that I didn't post anything. And then I was like, you know what? It's not because the start wasn't great. The ending has to be bad, right? And ultimately speaking, right now we're dealing with the consequences of our dishonesty. You know, um, I'm going through a lot of shit, and I understand that project.vendetta isn't the best thing, and I put myself in once again a situation where I don't want to be in. When I created Project Vendetta, the goal was 3 months, right? Now that's it's a year plus in a year. You don't want to spend a whole year not posting a video because what's the point? But then you made yourself a promise, so you have to keep that promise. But you do a couple of projects like that. Imagine if I did a project like that every 10 years. I started at 18 years old and I do a project like that every 10 years, right? So do a project like that when I'm in my teens, my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s. Right? So then you have 6 years of that where you're not posting content. It's not that much, but 6 years is more than I worked. And it depends on how you work also. What is the time lapse for you, right? But yeah, I don't want to be part of the. I don't want to be a part of a culture that's disingenuous, but something that is possibly the best thing I ever did is disingenuous. Now, there's the truth, right? Yes, when I started Project Vendetta, it was to escape. Yes. Then I kind of said, okay, well, I can do progress here. Then it became like an excuse to have progress in my own life. You know? So it became that. It became that. And then I understand. I understand that I truly did some good. For example, the guy, if I didn't stop making content, I would have give up. If I didn't stop making content, I would have been in a position that was worse. However, there's possibly the other way. Maybe some people would have seen that I'm suffering and I would have helped out, right? But, but the weirdest thing is I'm not able to ask for help. Like a lot of what I was saying yesterday had to do with people, and that's why yesterday was something. When you look at it, right, for the job I have since I started making since I ended my job in March, I have never been actively looking for a job as much as I am right now. The truth is what? The truth is I was getting I was getting more than unemployment. I was getting a bonus for job research. So yes, like I said yesterday, I was getting money for just applying. So of course I abuse the system. But then I don't have it. And then I have the welfare, which does cover the bills but doesn't cover that much, and I don't want to use it. Before I was making $1,000 per month, which is still not a lot, but now I'm making like 850 per month, which is even less. So yeah, so there's really this motivation because we're at the end of the line. I'm a last second guy, and that's it, right? Um. So yeah. So then, sorry. So then, it comes to the others. content wise. I was in a position where I was making content for nonstop. I was doing quantity versus quality, and I was doing all of the project that's possible. I watched Ed Gein, which was one of the most fucked up thing I ever seen. One of the most fucked up thing I ever seen. And watch it what? Because it was popular on Netflix. Is it bad? No. Am I saying that I regret watching it? No. If I have a choice, I would not watch it, right? I did Berserk, which is great, but I did Berserk knowing I wouldn't finish it. Why? Because the manga is not finished. So there's no possible way to finish it, right? That was the end of me. That was the end, right? And then I started Project Vendetta. I'm like, you know what? You're stuck. And you know what's the craziest thing? I'm going to tell you the truth. The craziest thing is that when I started, and you can see the videos, you can see me talking about it. I say things like, I wish I started before, because now I can only upload 10. Like if like uploading 10 wouldn't be enough, dude, it is enough. It always has been enough. You're just unsatisfied because you think that you need more, but the only person that tells you that you need more is yourself. The only person that tells you that you need more is yourself. The only person that asks you to do more is yourself. Everybody else is telling you that you're doing too much. See, there's a point where you have to say stop, right? The fact that I was only able to do 10 video per day was great. But then I cannot brag about. Yesterday I felt guilty. I cannot brag about, hey, I'm making less content right now. Are you making less content because you want to make less content, or because you have to make less content? Understand? Yeah. What else? What else? The relationship. I had a good girl, dude. I had a really good girl. And yes, I've been going through a lot, but it wasn't an excuse to not be there for her, because she was there for me, you know. And she left, and I lost her. Now, if I'm positive, I had a good girl. I was way out of my league, but I still got her. When you look at Project Vendetta, there's 4 girls in 300 days that I flirted with, which is not that much, but it went far for the 4 girls. So I'm happy about that. You know. Was I able to get any of them? No. Why? Did I not put enough effort? Because if that was the goal of Project Vendetta, I would have put in the effort, right? So again, what? Again, what? Started but didn't finish. If you look at the job, I talk about this. If you look at the, she's with my family. It's gotten worse. Now there's the government in there. There's the fact that I don't have a job. There's the fact that it's about that, right? But it's worse than it was. So, am I putting in more effort to improve the situation with parents? Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And then that's it. This is the last one. You know, friends. I meant what I said yesterday. Friends, I meant what I said yesterday. I'd rather have less but better friend than shitty friends. However, to have only 2 friends that reached out and say, "Hey, are you good, dude?" That's disgusting. Well, it's not disgusting, but oh. And yesterday, although I was trying to make a positive video, and although the 300, which is great, the 300, which is great, is the first realization. 100 days, I was happy just to be alive. I was happy just to have made it out. I was happy just to be in a better place, better position than I was. 200, it was stagnation. I was like, I'm not sure where I'm going. I don't know if I'm improving anything. I'm not sure if I'm going places at all. 300 days was a realization yesterday. It was a realization that there's something that, as simple as was my 5, first of all, the determinacy issue. The reason for why we created it wasn't to improve, right? That's not true. It wasn't to improve. It was to escape. Um, but yeah. I'm thinking that even if the 5 are super simple and the 5 are the base of happiness. I had a friend, Simon Twim. Shout out to my boy, Simon Garceau. I love that guy. Who showed me the base. It's how can I put this? How can I put this? You put in the basic of what you needed, and what I'm asking for is not on the top of the list of utility of or things that are important to you. So the first is getting eating, dress, drinking, and getting you know how can I put this? It's been so long I don't remember. But the first one was what? The first one was drinking, eating, getting dressed, and housed. The second one was okay. Well, activities, a car, furniture, luxury. Luxury. That is, for example, going to the restaurant, going to the theater. Third one, okay. Well, this product is trip. It's important. Fourth is the car that you wanted. So there's level to the utility. Love, friendships are pretty freaking low. Having a good time with your family, I know it sounds like stupid, but you'd expect it to be an automatic. It's not. It's not. Um, for the work, am I getting a lot of yes? Am I getting a lot of no's? How do I feel about it? You know. But then at the same time, it's the same thing I was talking about yesterday. So it's the same thing I was talking about yesterday in the sense of I'm asking a lot from a girl. Like, hey, I want my girl to be X, Y, Z. What do I offer her? Nothing. Nothing. You know. Yeah. And it sucks, bro. It sucks because that's a job. The same thing. The job is the same thing. I want a lot. I want a good salary. Well, good salary. I'm okay with minimum salary. I don't care. I want good hours. I want a good schedule. I want like 32 hours to 40 hours. I want a place that's not too far from me. I used to do an hour and a half to go to work, an hour and a half back from work. That is doable. Absolutely, I don't mind. But not for 30 years. Not for 40 years. Not for, okay, not 50. I won't be alive in 50 years. But yeah, not, no. That's the basic that I want. What am I offering in exchange? I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue. I'm a likable guy. Am I a good worker? I don't know. Sorry, guys. The quality of the content is gonna go lower because we're tired. Sorry. It's une crotte d'œil, like a eye poop. So yeah, so you see that the only five things that you want to do are basic and so easy to achieve, but there's still a problem. You said that you set yourself a very reasonable amount of time, and you're not able to do it. A year is not enough, right? So then yesterday was the realization that maybe I was asking for too much, maybe I'm not gonna be able to do it. And that is the biggest problem. That is the biggest problem, and it's very hard to be a positive when it's that biggest problem. So what do you do? But you knew the first day the opening wasn't genuine. I did it to escape. Then you realize that you possibly won't be able to. So you like, am I wasting my time? Am I wasting a year of my life? But no, because I'm doing better than I was when I was starting. I'm doing better than 200 days. Doesn't matter what we achieve. The fact that we're doing better is a good step. It's a positive step. It's a step forward. And then I'm starting to realize, like, hey, am I able to go further? Am I able to go a lot further? You know? Yeah, fuck that. I'm not able to focus because he's loud as fuck. I was trying. I tried for a couple minutes, but I'm not able to. Then it's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Am I able to accomplish what I'm accomplishing? If I am, what is the price? The price is a whole year of my life. The price is 2 years of my life. The price is 3 years of my life. Am I willing to pay the price? Technically speaking, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm in a position where I'm like, well, you know what? I already found that a year was a lot. When I thought about coming to the apartment yesterday, which was a great thing. I had an end date. You have to find an apartment by this date, and you have to find a job by this date. I found a job and I found the apartment in 1 week, which was 2 weeks before I had to. I'm waiting last second, and that's something that I've been doing my whole life. So with the 1 year, am I waiting for last second? I don't know. And this is where I repeated myself. This is why the fact that I didn't know how achievable or how realistic it was, or the goal that is we're trying to achieve. That's what I'm trying to say. The goal that we're trying to achieve by not knowing what it is, that's disastrous. Because I'm like, okay, well, how far I am or how close I am, I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'd rather be far. Because if I'm far from my objective, I'll try harder than if I'm close. If I'm close, I'll chill. I'll relax. I'll be like, hey, we're close. Don't worry about it. I want to be far. Can I find friendship, love, with a friend, relationship, and work? Work. If I get to work, my relationship with my parents is gonna be much better. But again, I have this huge problem where if it's disingenuous, I don't want to do it. And yes, my parents are deserving of love. They're deserving of me making them proud. But if you're finding a job to make your parents happy, then is something wrong. Do you want to work or you want to make your parents happy? If you want to make your parents happy, there's other ways, right? Is their happiness costing me 40 hours per week? Is their happiness require me to be unhappy? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, so that's what I felt yesterday. However, like I said, let's bring it back to positivity. I am definitely further in, and I'm much closer to the goal that I was. I am more positive than I was. I had some ups and downs, and but the ups and downs are much higher and much lower. I had some experience in my life this year that happened that completely taught me lessons. Blocking people, the drama, fake friends. Yeah, that was insane. That was entirely insane. And yeah, yeah. But at the end of the day, I did it then yesterday, which is the most fun thought of it all. What if I don't succeed? What if at the end of the year I don't succeed? Am I setting myself up for failure? Because doing the weight is doable. Maintaining the weight loss is not. It's harder. If I do the Project Vendetta and I lose the weight, then in 10 years I gain it back. What's gonna happen then? The project will be seen as a failure. But then, do I need? And this is positive. I don't know why I'm forcing the positive aspect of it. I want to. I've been giving you guys negative for a while. I want to give you guys positive. I want to give you guys positive. Are we able to do project even if it's not a success? Am I able not to care enough about what people think to for them not to be a success, for me to be a success? I don't care if you think it's a failure. I think it's a success. I don't care if you think that I didn't go far enough. I think I went far enough. I don't care if you think that I didn't put in enough effort. I put in enough effort. Now, I'll never put in enough effort. I'm my biggest critic. My biggest critic. So yeah, of course not. And how it comes to terms with your perception, and my perception is that I noticed yesterday that I could fail the project event. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. For me, the project is already a success. For me. That's the other day that I spent focusing on myself. I uploaded the content, but I didn't upload my content. I uploaded the content on Get Gaming. You don't see me. So yes, we took a break from social media, and by not showing my face and not showing where I was and not see, but the entire talk I'm talking about my personal life. But most of the time, you're not hearing anything that's important to me when I play the tower because I'm playing the tower in the background. So this detachment was important, right? And even people are shitting on me. I don't care. When people shit on me and it was my real life, that hurts because I'm like, dude, you're not shitting on a person, you're shitting on Steph. You know? So that's positive. That's positive. Now, we still have till April 11th, and then I'm gonna move from on the north, and then we'll do a whole year of working. So Project Vendetta won't stop before April 2027, April 2028. Sorry. and that's still very far. So it's not done. It's not even close to being done. But I'm looking at past the 300 days, and yes, I could have made more effort. Yes, there's something that I could have improved. Yes, there's something I could have finished. But all in all, I think I did it. I think I'm satisfied with what I did. I think we're more positive, and I think we have to follow that road. See, I'm gonna repeat myself, but I think at at 100 days, I think that road led nowhere. I think that 200 days, that road, there's no road. It was staying in place. We're finally seeing there's a tunnel. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, but I don't know how long the tunnel is, but there's this tunnel I need to go through, and that's it. Anyway, 300 days in the bag. I'm sorry if this sounded negative. It is positive. It is a reflection. A reflection brings you to think about it, and if you didn't care, you wouldn't think about it. Because you think about it, you find solution or you find alternative. I might be coming tomorrow because I'm gonna go sleep. No, I have to do a couple videos, but nothing serious. I might come to you guys and say, hey, um, the reason I'm stressing out and I have to go because I have to go to the bathroom. I might come tomorrow and say, hey, I have this new idea. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about it. And I'm thinking about it more than I used to think about it. So that's positive. I love you guys. I really do. Take it easy. Peace. I'll be right back. I have to do a couple of videos. I'll be right back. On the shoulder, where were you when I needed you? You said you'd be there for me through and through. good luck on texting and what we could have been, but you always fail to see. Oh, guys. My Atlantis. My Kingdom 4. Hmm. I got a good news. I could do another video about that, but no. We'll keep it there. We'll do two more videos, movies and game. And instead of doing another pre-recording, we'll end it here. Do we want to get the intro? This is the end. Let's continue with the other content, and I'll do other videos with camera. My apologies. Oh, don't blink, if you blink. Welcome to your show. You guys are doing well, having a wonderful day. I am exhausted. I got two more videos to do today on this day 299 of Project Vendetta. So if you don't mind, let's freaking go. And good news, we woke up at 5 o'clock, and right now it's 7:20. So we're getting back to the normal sleep schedule, which is 8 hours, but we're doing 16 hours, which is great. So that's it, right? So today we're doing movies. We're doing two movies. One of them is actually a very special. So we're doing a game movies, which I'm going to talk about a bit more. But we're coming in with something that's very feel good, and the movie is Big Stan. I know what you're saying, dude. Not from that movie. But guess what? I actually did like the movie. One that I saw before. Who hasn't? It's been on YouTube for 10 plus years. Um, Big Stan. So there was this. I thought about this yesterday a bit, but there was a joke in the South Park that was talking about how Rob Schneider was taking every single role, and Rob Schneider did a lot of role. And I gotta say, some of the role that he did weren't funny. My favorite movie from Rob Schneider was what is American Bigelow, Big Stan, and the one where he becomes a chicks. That I did find it kind of funny. Um, but yes, there's some duty out there. There's some dookie, and I gotta say, I really did enjoy the movie because the standards are kind of low. Um, it is very hard to make a movie that's a comedy. I'm gonna try to sell you the show now. It's very hard to make a comedy in a prison because prisons are generally associated with not the happiest of places, right? So that he did that kind of cool. The one seeing Urshel from freaking Walking Dead was funny. Um, the stereotype in the movie about racism, but then that movie was made how many years ago? 10 plus years ago, right? No, more than that. Possibly like early 2000, right? Um, the fact that it's a comedy about a prison, not about people. Who else? Name me another prison comedy. It's harder, huh? So yeah, so the fact that we had it's kind of cool. Characters are kind of the characters are fun. I think Stan is a cool character. The wife is a cool character. The teacher, the master is a cool character. The Bunky is a cool character, and that's kind of the main cast, if you will. I thought that was good. The fact that he's a is believable. That he's a fraud. Oh, there's another movie that's really funny. It's Prison 101, but it's not. It's Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. He doesn't go to prison, so kind of getting ready for prison, which is funny, but not prison itself. Um, but yeah, Big Sad accomplished something that I thought was gonna be shitty, but it was not that bad. It's a very wholesome movie. Some of the scenes there's a lot of cringe. Some of the scenes are not good. For example, the fighting. He fights a guy with a sword with a freaking what we call it with a freaking something to hold your dishes for the cafeteria. But then what he does, which is repaired, he does a nunchaku with his bar soap. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? That's actually kind of smart. So there's a lot of saving grace in the movie. It is by far not my favorite movie, but it's more enjoyable than I thought. The reality is, yesterday, I was waiting for food, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta see a movie, and I got 45 minutes. What can I watch that I can do times two times the speed? And I knew there was big stand. I was like, oh, I haven't watched that movie in a while. I know it's a Papa Dookie, but just do it. But I enjoyed it. I bite my tongue. This is why I didn't move at the end. Can you tell I'm exhausted? Yeah, yeah. So please forgive me if that's not a good quality, but I'm trying my best. The next one is actually quite nice. Months ago, I think it's a year ago actually. I started embracing the idea of possibly doing movie reviews, but it wasn't movie per se. It was game movies. I think some movies have cinematics that are fantastic. I think some games have lore that is fantastic. A cinematic empire that is fantastic. Um, I think it's very hard to find because I'm not gonna watch. I could though. I could. I could watch a 6 hours video or 7 hours videos to do a recap of it and to do a review. But it has to be a game that I played. Otherwise, it's just watching content to watch content. Or watching content to make content that you don't really care about. Because if you cared, you'd have played the game, right? Emulator or whatever you want to call it. Piracy is illegal, right? Piracy is illegal, but if you had the copy and as a child you forget about it, then it's different, right? But yeah, so with the game movie, it's an idea that I tangled with, I salsa'd with. It was a really good idea because I'm a gamer. I don't look like one, but I'm a gamer. I am a freaking mother freaking gamer, right? So yes, it's an idea that I kind of sort of dance with. Um, just like I said, it's so hard because the movie where the lore is important or the cutscenes are important is often RPGs, and those are just long. I was watching 2 days ago Final Fantasy VII game cutscene, 17 hours. I'm gonna watch 17 hours. I'm gonna take me 3 days, and I'll make one videos. Doesn't make any sense. However, yesterday we saw Asura Rat. Asura Rat is a great movie. It's a movie about a guy, a father, who is a demigod, right? And he is accused of doing something he didn't commit. And then you realize that so there's a demigod that controls the mantra. The mantra are Hinduism, their power, right? The more mantra you have, the more power you have, right? And then you realize that there's the impure Goma. The Goma is the bad guy, right? The more you have a mantra, the stronger you are. Again, that's important, right? Then you realize that to kill the Goma, what you have to do to get more mantra. How do you do it? That's also a problem, right? So Asura Rat is a guy that is demigod and he's been framed for the death of the king. It wasn't him, right? He was trapped. They chose him. Why? Because his daughter has special power, and they needed reason to kidnap his daughter, right? So Asura goes to hell, and he wakes up 12,000 years later. Um, Do you realize that the world is infested by Goma? In like, you guys, what did you guys do? You let the world get infested by Goma, right? Why did you do that? Why did you let it? And then you realize that the demigod I was supposed to protect became corrupted with power. He's not the nicest guy. So then you realize that there's no hero. And this is the beauty of Asura Rat. This is the secret beauty of Asura Rat. Our main character is an anti-hero. He's a pissed off guy. Asura Rat, he spent the entire movie being pissed because he thinks that his daughter is being tortured. Spent the entire movie mowing down enemy because, again, he's pissed. And you have nobody that's good, right? And the beauty at the end is he destroyed the mantra. By destroying the mantra, they destroyed the demigod, which were now corrupted. And they destroyed the Goma. So he saved the world. But to me, it's so fantastic because it's one of the better game movies for a simple reason. You're part of the cutscene. So the cutscene, you're gonna have a fight, but you need to input buttons. For example, in the cutscene, he's hitting someone. Well, you need to press the button to hit someone. In the cutscene, he's trapped, he's surrounded, or he's under a pile of enemy. Well, you need to press button for him to release himself, right? So that was good. So the interactivity of the cutscene is fantastic, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Um, I do find it amazing, but it's the concept I have a problem with. So some of the good thing I could do is the quarry, Doki Doki Literature Club. It could be some very small like game movies. The problem with that is it's an 8 hours watch. If I'm not enjoying it, what am I doing? I'm pretending I enjoy it. No, it's a bit tougher. And there you go. That's my movie review for today. The highlights. Asura Wrath was better. Asura was better, but only if you were in that era, that the PS3 era. Because there's a lot of quick events, which is important. Nowadays, there's no more quick events. So if you didn't get to experience that, it's a bit boring. But it's great. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, is you blink. Welcome to the last video of the day. Oh my god, what a day! What a day it has been. I'm super happy to present to you the last video. They were doing We a Gamer, where we test games and we talk about it, right? So we tested two games, which were two games which all three games were mobile, right? The two games that I tested today were a Star Pilot. Wait. I need the exact name because I don't want to tell you bullshit. Um, it was a Starfish, Pixel Star, Starfish. I'm, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. It was Pixel Starship, right? Pixel Starship 2. I deleted the game, and I'm going to show you what it is, which is fantastic. Pixel uh, Starship 2 is this one. Said that the game wasn't for me. I didn't like the combat system. I didn't really enjoy the game itself, sadly. So I didn't play a lot of it because it was just not my cup of tea. I feel like it couldn't be the cup of tea of a lot of people, but it wasn't my cup of tea. The graphics were phenomenal, but it's the graphics are phenomenal, but it's kind of a problem. So the graphics, you can tell that they're aiming for a group of people that are enjoying Star as a Pixel, right? And the nostalgia. But you're trying to revolutionize. So you're trying to get the bread and the honey, which is not a bad thing per se. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Well, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. What? Am I missing a phone? What? Sorry, Crown. I forgot you outside. I'm so sorry, Crown. I forgot you. Oh my god, dude. I forgot a phone outside. I am so sorry. You see? Oh my god. I can't believe it. And it died. Of course it died. I don't know when it died though. Oh no. No storage. Ugh. Um. Okay, gonna do videos. I'm gonna do screen capture. I got 99. We're gonna go below 22. That's good. Oh, there is some content here, which is important. Okay. 142. Good. What is that? Oh, 18. Good. Perfect. Is that also good? Yeah, we need to make some storage. Because that's speedster. That's speedster, which means what? Which means that a lot of the video that we did has some content that I want to see. Because you can see here, we're recording a. I can't believe that I forgot crown, dude. I'm so sorry. This never happened before. This is shameful. Because this is simple, dude. You have 11 phones, it's a lot, but you just bring them in. Oh, crown, I'm so sorry. I feel bad. Feel bad because we died possibly like an hour ago. Yeah, yeah. I've been inside for like an hour. Um, so this will start Starship 2. It's a problem. You're gonna need to wait until this starts, which is right now. No, did try my to guess, try my best to guess, but couldn't do it. Um, so yes, so like I was saying, um, Pixel Starship is doing great at one thing. It is taking the Pixel, and you know that there's a whole community of people that adore the Pixel. But what they're trying when they're fucking up is they're taking Pixel to the next level. They're taking Pixel to the next level and making it the best looking and the best quality Pixel game there is. Which is, don't get me wrong, it's great. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But at the same time, um, you understand that people that are the people that are playing the game for Pixel are looking for retro aspects. And by changing and upgrading and making sure that the Pixel look as good as possible, you're not getting that nostalgic feeling. You're getting a nostalgic sauce, nostalgic marinated new piece of content. So it does it. The combat itself is actually really fun because you get to hit parts of the. For example, there's a ship in front of you that you need to attack. Well, I'm gonna attack the core, the battery first, which is gonna make him harder to attack me. It's gonna make him unable to attack me. So this is very cool. This is very cool in a sense of okay, well, there's strategy to it, right? However, it is really repetitive. And however, the biggest problem that you have with that is when you don't know what it is. For example, this ship comes in as an engineer, which has a design. Okay, and then you find another ship. Sorry, we're playing the tower. We have a second ship who has the same generator, but it's in a different details. And because it has a different details, you're like, okay, well, I am not sure how this works. I didn't know there was a battery, so you have to learn a bunch of things, a bunch of batteries, and for something that's auto battle, that was not great. Star Pixel Starship 2 is my least favorite of all the game tonight. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it's not for me. The two others are fantastic. I'm cannot wait to give you the last one. I'm gonna do the second one, and the last one's gonna be crazy. So we have Star Sailor. Star Sailor is phenomenal. Star Sailor takes the very tired route of I got a team of people, they're going after a team. I got some gacha element to it. There is equipment. It takes this if you play FK Arena, if you played Kaiju number 8, if you played Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, if you played AFK Journey, if you played so many games that are doing the same thing, but it does it so beautifully. First of all, the story is looking great. The graphics are phenomenal. Phenomenal. I haven't seen a game look that good. It is cartoonish style, but almost drawn style, which is beautiful. The characters are fun. They have a lot of personality. The menus are fun. The way it's set up. The game is very aesthetically pleasing. It's very, very fun. Um, like I said, I was looking at a game and I was very interested in what was going on because of how good it looks. Right? However, and I think it's a good game, don't get me wrong. I think that beauty lacks substance. What I mean by that? Well, because I'm weak, the match ends up being very long. So you're gonna have a match where you do 7, 8, maybe 9 rounds, and because we have the same characters, they're doing the same move. Every single character has 5 moves, but you have 3 moves that don't cost too much, and then you have your ultimate, and then you have like your buffs, right? Because we're doing that in a position where not only am I seeing every single attack 5 times per match, but I'm doing 7, 6, 7, 6, 7 match per day. So I'm actually seeing the same attack 35 times. That makes sense. I cannot. I have to go. Stop complaining. Resist. Come on. Come on. Come on. I have to. I would drink it, not to drink, but no. No. So, like I'm saying, I think the game has great potential. Also, the game is voice acted, which is really nice, but the game is voice acted in Japanese. I would have liked the option to go with English. Why? It's an auto battler, right? So this is a game that's very pleasing aesthetically. So you just want to look at it, do an auto, and then you do what? You watch the game. That's it. That's it. That's all. I got to go to the bathroom again. Yeah, my body's shutting down. My body's shutting down completely. Okay. How much percentage do you have? Okay, you're good. Uh, my apologies. Sorry, guys. I've been eating a lot of junk food lately, and it's catching up to me. So, like I was saying, the game has some very interesting point, and the game actually looked very professional. Like the amount of work they put in is truly admirable. You can tell that's been done by people with passion. You can tell that it's been done by people that cares about the game. You can tell that there's some love in the game. But if some of your elements don't match, then it's no point. Either give me something great all the way, or you give me nothing. Yeah. I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm exhausted. I'm not feeling good. It's not because I don't care, but I'll do it tomorrow. So yeah. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. I don't have the storage. Oh, I do. Ooh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I would never. You uploaded? What about you? I would never leave you. Good. Don't blink is your boy commercial. You're doing well, so having a wonderful day. I couldn't give up. This is We a Gamer Part 2, but this is. Oh my god, wait a second. Yeah. This is a We a Gamer Part 2, last video of the day. I am exhausted. I couldn't give up. I'm so excited and I'm so envious. To talk about the last game, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the last game of the day, which is. Did we destroy everything? Or putting other app to sleep. So to go break the chains. And I'm actually excited we're doing a part for that because I wanted to do a single part for that. This game is a huge part of Ink Vendetta. This game is a huge part of Ink Vendetta. I'm a huge Tokyo Go fan. Of course, I talk about this the day I wear a long sleeve. I actually got Kaneki tattooed on me. The game Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chain was so important to me And when I say so important to me, it was so important. Came at a time where I was not doing well. Came at a time where I was very sad. Came at a time where I didn't know what was in store for me in life. It was bad. There you go. We have the game, dude. Um, so not only do I fall in love with Tokyo Ghoul, but I get it. So this is a again, this is gonna be crazy, but I'm in depression. I'm 22 years old, and I'm getting tattoos I'm getting tattooed of anime, Naruto, Bleach, My Hero Academia. I'm forgetting someone. No, I'm not forgetting anybody. I actually am forgetting. No, I'm not. And then I'm still in pain because the tattoos were to get a physical pain to the emotional pain, right? So if I'm not making sense, right, I would make more sense when I wake up. So yeah, so I watched Tokyo Ghoul and I'm like, dude, I'm in love with this. I read one chapters and I got a tattoo of Ken Kaneki. And Tokyo Ghoul ended up being one of my favorite manga ever, not anime, manga. Um, it's still something that I really enjoy. Is it my favorite anymore? I think Attack on Titans might be better. I think Attack on Titan might be better. But Tokyo Ghoul was very, very good. So when they released a game of Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, I'm in a position where it's fantastic because I'm like, dude, I can make content of that. Fantastic. And I love the game. And I started playing it. And I'm getting a lot of views on TikTok because so that I'm one of the only person that's English that's covering the game. There's not a lot of people covering the game because it's kind of wonky. So the problem with Tokyo Ghoul is the people that are behind Tokyo Ghoul have the habits of pulling game out. There was multiple game for Android, and a lot of these were sadly pulled away. And people don't trust the company behind Tokyo Ghoul because they're like, dude, you're gonna do it again, you're gonna do it again, you're gonna do it again. I cannot trust you, hence fuck you. Which I think is a bit it's I think it's understandable. Do I agree with it? I mean, you can do whatever you want, but at the same time, if you are not allowing yourself to have some fun because you fear of getting attached and then it taken away from you, then it's normal. But if you're not allowing yourself to have fun because oh well, I don't want to boycott a company, then you cannot complain about them building up games, right? So To Go ends up being a game that I play every single day. It's a game that's really fun. I'm one of the first that plays it. So I got Tuka, which is one of the strongest character, Blaze Wing, which is fantastic, and she cost me $1.21. So it was fantastic. The reason why I stopped playing Tokyo Ghoul was once again a game that I really played, really, really, really played. Um, there's a bunch of content on Ink Vendetta about Tokyo Ghoul. You know, when you want to know something, I have to use this phone. Shit. Okay, fuck it. We only live once. Project Vendetta Gaming. We're gonna go for Ink Vendetta Gaming, and we're gonna go for what? We're gonna go for Tokyo Ghoul. There you go. Tokyo Ghoul. We have one, two, three, four, five, six. Look at this. I'm not even joking. No. So all of these are Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not even joking. Look. Yeah. So I play a long time. And don't get me wrong, I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It's a great game. I'm enjoying the modes. I'm enjoying the new characters. I got some pretty good characters. I got some unique one. For example, I got Ammon Evolve. I got Mask Gourmet. I got One Eye Goal. I got Christmas Kaneki. I got a lot of unique skin. Sadly, the reason why I stopped playing is because I didn't get involved in the story a lot because I knew the story. I was like, okay, well, let's focus on what I don't know, which is the game itself. And I stopped playing. This is one of the only reason I stopped playing because the game itself was fantastic. Um, Every single a month or a month and a half, they would raise the maximum level by 5 level. So that way, everybody had a chance to get to the top level, and it wasn't that way. And then we reached 300, level 300, and it stopped moving. And then I realized that the game was kind of ending. They were showing up the same bosses. They were charging for different character, but they were showing the same boss. They were repeating event, right? So then when I left, I started seeing the ads, and again, I don't know if you guys saw my video before, but I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. Um, I saw them take a route that I didn't like. The route of Naruto, like, oh well, I got the famous ad that says, oh well, I got a 9 million power. How'd you get that much power? I used this code. They took that route, and I was like, oh, dude, no way, no way, I'm gonna be playing that game ever again. And then they released Break the Chains. So when I was playing, at the very end, what they were doing was they were doing. You see, I got defeated, which is crazy. I had one of the strongest team. I had the strongest team. So I'm gonna do combat. I'm gonna do strong enemy challenge. What the heck? I don't know. I had to pay attention to it. I had to really take the night to play it. It's gonna be a longer video, so get ready. Um, so then they released the what was naming? What was his name? I forgot the name. When they reincarnate Ken into a dove member, which is I think it's Asake, but I'm not sure. It's been so long, dude. Tokyo Ghoul Re before he becomes Black Joker. Re Re. What is the main character? I wrote it not correctly. Re. Which is whom? Okay, so Tokyo Ghoul. Blah blah blah. No. Okay, so what is that plot? Eating. Okay, Tokyo Ghoul at CGG. Aizei Sasaki. Yes. So this is they released the Aizei Sasaki update. So the cool thing with Tokyo Ghoul when I was playing it was every single character that there was from Tokyo Ghoul. Then when they introduced, like I saw that they introduced Re, and I was like, okay, well they introduced a lot of character, but at the end it's the finished one. So this is the end, right? And I'm like, well, I just stopped playing. I found some other game that I do care about more. So what is the correct thing to do here, guys? And I don't know. So then what happened was I forgot about this game completely, completely. And you know, I'm gonna be honest about something else. I was looking for games. I was looking for games. Okay, the truth. I have this phone, which is the Pixel Fold 10. This phone has a double screen. I play the tower a lot. I have 10 playthroughs with the tower. There's a tower right here. I got a lot of playthroughs with the tower. This one I could play 2 games. I was looking for mobile games, and I started playing Catch Number 8, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't something I cared about that much. And I was like, dude, if you want an anime game, go back to Tokyo Ghoul. You have so much content in there. Go back to it. Go back to it. What are you waiting for? I come back to it for the first time yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest. This is not a complete review. It's not a complete review. Why? Because I didn't really try it. So for me to really try it, I have to sit down one complete 2 to 3 hours. For example, right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to sleep. When I wake up, I'm gonna take a shower because that's my ritual, which is a bath instead. And I'm gonna try it out because there's so many new instances. Yesterday, playing Tokyo was a bit, it was a bit intimidating. Why? Because they introduced so many new mode, but they even tell you when is the last time that I played. Last time I played was 486 days ago. Insane, like a year and a half. They introduced so much, so I was kind of lost there. However, the game is more fluid. They had it 4 times the speed, which is great. The auto battle, though, you have to do it every single match, which sucks. I don't like that. But the graphics are really improved. The game is more fluid. You can tell it putting more attention. So I'm excited to play it, and this is us announcing we're back. That's what you go. So I'm super excited for that. Just the graphics are enough to make me like the game, and the game itself was not bad. It wasn't bad. Imagine you're playing a game and you think it's gonna be the end, and then the updates are kind of lackluster and kind of similar, and then they introduce the end. Okay, so at the end, who they introduce? They introduce the one-eyed Gold King, and if you know Tokyo Ghoul, you know that is what it's Izame. It's not Izame. I forgot, dude. It's the one-eyed king, dude. I haven't read Tokyo Ghoul in so long. Yeah. So I'm gonna go sleep now. Good night. Thank you for watching. Sorry if I'm slurring. Sorry if I'm not talking clearly. I'm just we've been up for five since 5 yesterday, and it's 8 o'clock right now. So yeah. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Oh, kisses. And there you go, guys. That's it for today. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go take a shower because my booty hurts. I'm gonna be watching a movie. I'm gonna be playing some games, and that's it. An hour more, and that's it. I love you guys. Good night. Oh shit. Fuck, I'm gonna fall asleep. Advantage keeps me. $60 lobster versus a $20 lobster versus a. And all of I made it. Play the victim alone. So no matter what I'm I just got myself. Mr. Puff asked me to. Mr. Puff asked. I'm a bigger user of Uber Eats. Again, no search for crown, guys. We're done for today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take a shower because my booty hurt. I'm gonna be watching a movie. I'm exhausted. Then we're going to sleep from 9 to 6. We got a tournament tomorrow. I'm gonna go sleep now. Should I? I don't know anymore. Okay, good. I keep coming to you, but I'm wrong. Okay, so let's go. Frenchie, good night. Oh shit. Good night.